Hi, welcome to a video on solve log equations with logs on both sides. Part 2. Logs on both sides. We have to follow this procedure. We simplify each side to a single log. Let each expression equal each other. Solve for x and check if the values of x are okay in the initial equation. The previous video we had logs on each side, but we only had one log on each side. Now we have two logs on either side. So let's solve for x. The log of 3 plus the log of x equals the log of 12. And the addition of logs is the sum of two logs is the log of the product. So we multiply 3 by x equals the log of 12. We have the log of each side, and the base is 10 understood. So 3x equals 12. Divide by 3. X equals 4. 3 times 4 equals 12. Check the log of 4. 4 is this is a number. It has to be greater than 0. So the answer to this problem is 4. 4 is okay because I checked it. And again, if that's a 4, and the sum is a product, 3 times 4 is 12. In B, I have to use the power rule. Notice there's a 2 in front. So I do the log of 4 squared minus the log of x equals the log of 20. Subtract the log of 10. And so that's a 16. So I'll do the 16 first and rewrite the whole problem just to make sure you understand. I could have said this 2 goes to the 4th power and 4 squared is 16 and omitted this step. Now we're here, we have the subtraction of logs, so that's the log of the quotient, so 16 divided by x. This is the subtraction of two logs, so it's the log of the quotient, so it's 20 divided by 10. So that means that we have 16 over x equals 20 over 10, and 16 over x, 20 over 10 is 2 over 1, cross multiply. 2x equals 16, 2 times x, 1 times 16, and x is equal to, divide by 2, x is equal to 8. And we check the 8, the log of 8, this is the number, and the number has to be greater than 0, so that's okay. So the answer to this problem is 8. And again, you can work out the whole problem with the 8 to verify you're okay. C. Again, we have the log on each side, but we have to simplify each side first. So 2 to the x goes to the power of 2 plus 8, log 8. And 5 goes to the power of 2. Now, we multiply because we have a multiplication. Because we're adding, the sum of two logs is the log of the product, so that's 2 to the 2x times 8 equals, now we could call this 2 to the 5 is 32, but notice this base is 2 here, so I'll leave this like this. Because of this log equals this log, the base here is 2, so this could be a 2. So 2 to the 2x times 8 equals 2 to the 5. 2 to the 2x, 8 is 2 cubed. Because this is a base 2, I need a base 2 here if it's going to work. So when you multiply exponentials, you add your logs. So it's 2x plus 3 equals 2 to the 5. Let's go up here. And that's base is 2 and the base is 2. So 2x plus 3 equals 5. 2x equals 5 minus 3. 2x equals 2, divide by 2, x equals 1. And we have to check. 2 times 1 is 2, but notice we have the base is 10, and there's no x in the number, so this number 1 should be okay. And again, just to check it, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 raised, so take the 2, raise it to the powers of the 4. So that's an addition of logs we multiply. So 4 eighths are 32. And 2 to the 5 is 32. So 1 is okay. D, again, we have logs on each side. We have to simplify each side first. So there's no number in front of the log, only 1. So this is the log of x plus 4. The sum of two logs is the log of the product. The sum of two logs is the log of the product. And we have a log on each side, so x minus 4 times x plus 1 equals x times x minus 1. Notice the base is 10. We got a log of each side, so we let them equal. Now we simplify each side. So this is FOIL. X times x, x squared. X times 1 is x, plus x. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. That's FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. X times x is x squared, and x times negative 1 is negative x. We have an x squared on each side, so we can cancel them out. So x minus 4x plus x equals 4. So we move the x's to the left and numbers to the right. So negative 2x equals 4. Divide by negative 2. X is equal to negative 2. There's a negative 2 there. Let me make that it's a negative 2. Little error. And now we check. X is negative 2. So we put a negative 2 here. We get the negative 3. Once you get a negative on one of these numbers, then you don't have to go any further. So negative 2 gives me the log of negative 3. You can't do it. So negative 2 can't work. So the answer to this is you can either say there's no solution, or you can put say empty set, either or. Okay, let's continue. Solving more equations, different variety of equations. Again, we have the log on each side. We have to simplify each log first. So the first step, this is the log, base 6. The 2 moves to the power of x plus 3. And the subtraction of two logs is the log of the product. So we base 6. So it's 32 divided by 2. So it's the log of each side. So we have x plus 3 squared equals, and 32 divided by 2 is 16. Now we square this. We could square this side, or we could go the square root of x plus 3 squared equals plus or minus the square root of 16. Square root of x plus 3 squared is x plus 3 plus or minus 4. So x equals negative 3 plus or minus 4. X is equal to negative 3 plus 4 or negative 3 minus 4. So that means x is equal to 1 or negative 7. So let's check. Let's check x equals 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. That's a positive number, okay. So that's okay. And what about x equals negative 7? Put a negative 7 here. Negative 7 plus 3 is negative 4. The log of negative 4 can't do the log of a negative number, so this one can't be done. So the answer to this problem is just 1. Even though the quadratic gives me 2 answers, I have to check both. And again, this is a number, this expression right here, got to be greater than 0. At f, we have lots of logs, so we have to simplify each side. We got any powers, no numbers in front of the log, only a 1. So this is the log. The base is 10 in all of these. 10 is understood. 10. So the sum of two logs is the log of the product. And the subtraction of log is a quotient. And this one, the sum of two logs is the log of the product. And the subtraction of log is a quotient. So I did them all the one time. So this is the log of each side. So therefore 2 times x plus 2 equals x minus 1. 3 times x plus 6 equals x plus 1. And we can simplify each of these before we cross multiply. So 2x plus 4 all over x minus 1. 3x plus 18 all over x plus 1. Now we have two fractions equal, so the easiest way is to cross multiply. So 2x plus 4 times x plus 1 equals 3x plus 18 times x minus 1. And so we have binomial. We do FOIL first. 2x times x, 2x squared, 2x times 1. 4 times x, 4 times 1. And we multiply this one. 3x times x, 3x times negative 1. 18 times x, 18 times negative 1. And we simplify. What I do is I simplify each side first before I transpose, because I have less to transpose. So adding 2x and 4x gives me 6x. Adding negative 3 and negative 18 gives me 15x. Now I can transpose. Now I can bring all the x's this way, but if I bring the x's this way, I'm going to have a negative 3. That's going to give me a negative x squared. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the 3x squared. I'm going to move the 2x squared to the right, plus 15 minus 6x minus 18 minus 4. So you can move the x's to the left or right, but as you get knowing more math, if I bring this, again, I repeat, if I bring the 3x squared over here and make a negative, then I'll have to remove the negative. So it's easier to move the 2x over here. So that gives me x squared plus 15 subtract 9, 6 is 9, and negative 22. So this is a quadratic, which is factorable. This is x times x. Factors of 22 are 22 and 1, or 11 and 2. Looks like 11 and 2 will give me a 9. Product is negative, so I have a plus 9 minus 2. Product is negative, sum is positive. So plus 11 minus 2 gives you, when you multiply, gives you negative 22. When you add, gives you 9. So that means x plus 11 equals 0. Or x minus 2 equals 0. Notice this is a quadratic. Quadratic has two factors. So we have a negative 11 or we have 2. So we check the negative 11. We put a negative 11 right here. And negative 11 plus 2 is negative 9. Can't do the log of a negative number. So once you get one negative right here, either you can put the negative 11 right here. Negative 11 plus 1 is negative 10. So wherever you put it, if you when you get a negative, you stop. Now we put 2 in. 2 plus 2 is 4, okay. 2 minus 1 is 1, okay. 2 plus 6 is 8, okay. 2 plus 1 is 3, okay. So 2 is okay. So the answer is 2. And again, you can put the 2 back here and put the 2 in here, put the 2 in here and work it through. So just check it as a 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 2 times 4 is 8. Divided by 1, that's an 8 here. And 2 plus 6 is 8. 3 8s are 24. 3 into 24 is 8. So the log of 8. So 2 is the answer. And we have solve for x. So again, we have the log of each side, but we have to move. So we have the power, so we have to move the half, the 1/3, the negative 2, and the negative 1/4. So this is the log. Base is 3. So this is 2x minus 3 to the half plus log 3, 27 to the 1/3. Base is 3. So we get 1/4 raised to the negative 2. Subtract log base 3, 16 raised to the 1/4. So This is the log base 3. So this is the square root. So that's the square root of 2x minus 3. This is the cube root of 27. The cube root of 27 is a 3. And base is 3. So 1/4 to the negative 2. The negative flips the fraction to a 4. So 4 squared is 16. Subtract. Base is 3. 16 to the 1/4. 4th root of 16. 16 is 2 to the 4. 4 times 1/4 is 1. So that's a 2. So the sum of two logs is the log of the product. And the subtraction of two logs is the log of the quotient. So 3 times 2x minus 3. Notice we have the log of each side. So we get 8. So that's the log of 3 times the square root of 2x minus 3. This is 16 over 2, which is 8. Since I have the log of each side, the base are the same. So they equal each other. So now I divide by 3. So this is the square root of x minus 3 equals 8 divided by 3. I have a square root, so I'll square both sides to square. So this is 2x to the square root. The square root of 2x minus 3 squared is 2x minus 3 equals 8 squared is 64. 3 squared is 9. So this is 2x. Now, I can put over 1 and multiply. If I put it over 1, I can cross multiply. So 9 times 2x minus 3 because 1 times 64 is 64. I could also do this and go 2x equals 64 over 9 plus 3 and work it out this way. Or I can put it over 1 and make two fractions across multiply. 18x minus 27 is 64. 18x equals 64 plus 27. 18x is 91. X is 91 over 18. And I can follow through if I did it this way. That's a plus 3, so that's 2x equals 64 over 9. Denominator is 9, so that's 3 over 1 is 27. So I get 2x equals 91 over 9. So I divide by 2. So x is equal to 91 over 9 divided by 2. So that's 91 over 9 divided by 2 is to multiply by half. So x is 91 over 18. But it's easier if you put this over 1 and cross multiply your fractions. But it would be your choice. So 91 over 18, we put 91 over 18 in here, times 2. That gives us 180. 2 over 18, which is more than 3. So this number is okay. And so the answer to this problem is 91 over 18. And if you want to put 91 over 18 in here and work it all the way through, you'll find you get both sides equal. Again, that's multiplying log equations when you have logs on both sides. So you simplify each side to a single log and make the expressions equal each other and solve. And again, if you like my video, click on the like button. If you're not a subscriber and you want to subscribe, click on the subscribe button. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my video, and the content. That's the content I have on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video helped you. Bye-bye.